it is Dexter and me, and we are back with a video. Would you believe? But it's very much a low energy, affair. I'm going to take a look in this little video at the new Adobe Lightroom Denoise dreaded AI functionality.
During the meanwhile,
I'm a subscriber, for better or worse, to the Adobe Creative Cloud, and in my package I get Lightroom, Photoshop, Bridge, Camera Raw, a couple of other things as well for I think it's the princely sum of $9.99 a month, and you also get all the upgrades. And in the latest Lightroom update to version 12.3, I think it is, there is this new Denoise AI function. It's only available on the desktop edition, not on the mobile one, and it's also limited at the moment anyway to working on RAW files only, although I think they're hoping to bring it into, like, you know, probably TIFFs and JPEGs in the future. I've been shooting a fair deal of higher ISO images lately. Now, as a predominantly landscape and nature photographer, most of my images are shot at like base ISO, so I don't really have to worry about noise in my images. But latterly, as I've been shooting more birds in the little woods by my house, I'm having to up my ISO to 800, sometimes 1600. And then by the time I've then fettled the photograph a little bit in Lightroom, they can get quite noisy. So what I'm going to do today is have a look at this new denoise functionality and pit it against the old-fashioned manual way of doing it with sliders. So without any further ado, let's hop into Lightroom on my Mac. Right then, I've pulled up this image of a chaffinch on a branch that I shot just recently. As you can see up here, it is 1/210th of a second at f5.6 and ISO 800. And I also I underexposed this by a stop, because I wanted to test out this new functionality. So first thing I'm going to do is just crop this to a I think I'll go with a 16:9. Give the bird a little bit of room to breathe on his branch by here, is it? So place him on the third there. So there he is. He's much bigger in the image now. If you just take a look, zoomed into what's this? 400%. I've zoomed into here. Yeah, 400. And yeah, it's it's reasonably okay. If I just go to 100%, it's absolutely fine. But let's go to 400 for the sake of this video, and look at the noise patterns. There's a fair deal, a bit of noise in the background, which I'm not really that worried about. And the bird is quite clean. But let's have a little look at developing this image a little bit. So if we select our subject, which is the bird in this instance, I'll take away this bit of masking here. I don't really want that in the mask and being affected by what I'm going to do. And I'm going to make sure this little bit of the bird here is fully included. There we go. Right, so what I will now do with this, what I like to do with these pictures, and I'm going to really exaggerate this for the sake of this video. I'm going to up the texture, which is the contrast on finer details of the subject. Put that to about 70%, put the clarity up to around about 50. I'm also going to increase the exposure by about 1 full stop. There we are, it's lit him up nicely. And let's whack in a little bit of saturation. Take it to about 40 on the saturation. There we are, right there. Let's have a look, see what that has done to this image. Now, he's a fair bit noisier now. There's a bit more of a noise pattern, particularly under here, that you can see. Background not really affected. So let's have a little look now then. This new noise, denoise rather, functionality. Right, it's down here. And what happens is when you do this automatically, it creates a new DNG file. So it's similar to the enhanced details functionality in Lightroom, but you can't do both together apparently. So let's have a look. Let's click the denoise button. It's doing its thing now. I'll leave this at default of 50. And we'll click the enhance button. Now this is going to take a little while to create, so I'll speed this footage up a little bit, or alternatively I could do a song and that. No, I'll speed the footage up. Okay, there we are, it's done. And we now have a DNG file here, and we have our raw file alongside it here. So let's increase the raw file back up to 400%. And come on, you can do it. And there you can see the original, noise pattern in the raw file. If I click onto the DNG, the Denoise AI DNG file, here it comes any minute now. There it is. Now that is a much, look at the background, a much cleaner image. Look at this area under here. There's still a little bit of noise, but we're looking at this, if you remember, at 400%. So if you go back down to 100, I mean that's a very clean image. Going back to the raw file, yeah, I really do like the look of what this has done. But could we have got the same result just by using the manual noise reduction sliders in Lightroom? So let's have a little look. Let's take this back to 400. Right. So if I take these to the same level as Noise DI, which is 50, I think, across the board, wasn't it? It was set to 50. So let's do this. Set all these to 50. Now, as you can see, it has done a fairly decent job of reducing the noise, but it's also led to a much softer image. If you look at the detail in the face here and then go back and compare this with the DNG file. Once it opens, there we go. That's that rendered, and you can see it's retained a lot more detail. This is the DNG. Look at the sharpness around the beak and in these areas here. And if we go back to the raw file, once that opens, then there's a lot less clarity and detail in this area here. So looking at this, I think this AI Denoise Enhance is doing quite a good job, if you ask me, in cleaning up these images. And I think from now on, this is going to be an integral part. Thank you, Dexter, of my workflow. Let's go back and look at the enhanced image once again. Yeah, look at that. That is a lot cleaner. A lot cleaner. Okay, well there you have it. The new Adobe Lightroom Denoise AI functionality. I think you'll agree that the results are, at first glance anyway, really very good. And as I said in my little piece when I was on the computer, I think that this is going to become an integral part of my higher ISO bird photography workflow. Right, that is it for this short little video. Thanks very much for watching. Stay safe, stay well, look after yourselves, your loved ones, and your noisy pets. You can't use, fortunately I can't use Adobe's Denoise on Dexter, not that I want to. And just be nice, okay? Be nice. Somebody will see you on the next video. All the best.